Yosh, on est de retour sur The Wolf Among Us. Oui, j'ai eu du retard, mais en fait, il se trouve que pour bien coordonner mon live, je suis censé avoir normalement mon PC à côté de moi. Sauf que si mon PC n'est pas allumé, enfin n'est pas chargé, je vais avoir un peu de mal à l'allumer. Voilà. Donc aujourd'hui, vraiment, on est parti pour terminer The Wolf Among Us, normalement. Moi, je m'en souviens pas trop, mais en tout cas, un pote m'a dit que j'étais vers la fin quand j'avais entamé le chapitre 5, parce qu'en fait, il se trouve qu'il m'a dit que c'était... avec le chapitre... En fait, grosso modo, le chapitre 4 et 5 font partie des plus courts. Voilà. Il m'a dit ça s'accélère vraiment, mais en même temps... On est vers la fin, c'est logique, hein. Je veux dire, ils peuvent pas faire traîner ça en longueur éternellement, quoi. Il y a qu'à voir The Walking Dead, à force de faire traîner des trucs en longueur, eh ben, on les finit pas. Et en même temps, si on essaie de faire ça trop rapidement, eh ben, Game of Thrones. Voilà. Deux exemples de ce qu'il faut pas faire. Donc on est reparti. Alors rappelez-vous des événements. On a poursuivi cet enfoiré de tordu là. Enfin grosso modo c'est son nom. Enfin il s'appelle le Crocoman. Je sais pas, on dirait limite le... Je sais pas. Moi quand ils disent son nom j'ai l'impression d'entendre Croque Monsieur ou alors Croque Mitaine. C'est un des deux. Mais bon. De toute manière, nous on va juste en finir avec tout ça. Pas de faille, d'accord. Oui, alors oui, effectivement, il m'a dit fais gaffe à ce que tu vas faire parce que déjà tu t'es gouré. Oui, merci. Oui, parce qu'en fait, il m'a dit que je le sais, je savais pas et j'ai la flemme d'aller vérifier. Il m'a dit en gros, si quand je me suis transformé en loup et que je me suis mis à courir à travers la rue, enfin la ville, si j'avais sauté sur la voiture de droite au lieu de celle de gauche, je tombais sur la voiture de du Mac là. Et de ta copine. Et en fait, il m'a dit, en théorie, il m'a dit qu'apparemment je pouvais empêcher le suicide. Désolé, je savais pas. Mais bon.
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Des couilles taguées sur la porte là. What? Ah non, on peut plus regarder. Dites-moi, il y avait des couilles ça ou c'est moi qui ai l'esprit tordu? Je ne sais pas. Je ne sais pas. J'espère pas en tout cas. Parce que on remarque, je m'en fous, c'est pas chez moi. Donc vous taguez ce que vous voulez tant que c'est pas chez moi.
Of course.
Ah oui. Ah oui, qui me demande aussi si c'était vraiment ça le mythe de Bloody Mary. Bah en fait, Bloody Mary c'est une légende qui est... ça tient plus de la légende urbaine en soi. Même si je suppose qu'on peut classer ça quand même dans le... ouais. C'est assez compliqué parce que ça serait comme la Dame Blanche, c'est-à-dire qu'elle a d'autres origines en vrai. Bloody Mary, hein. Attendez, y a rien par là.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Ouais, apparemment. Donc c'est de là que c'est ici que tout se fait en fait. C'est leur base. D'ailleurs, j'ai pas beaucoup parlé de mythologie, donc en même temps avec ce jeu c'est légèrement compliqué. Mais mais j'ai pas trop compris pourquoi les fonderies.
The big bad wolf.
Ah, j'aime bien ces séquences quand tu avances, le personnage te parle en même temps. T'as l'impression de vivre la cinématique en fait, c'est cool.
You used to be something.
Ah ouais, me stole. Ça a l'air de tirer des BD des fois. Ce personnage là notamment. T'as l'impression vraiment qu'ils n'ont pas modélisé. C'est vraiment tiré des BD. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Attendez. Pourquoi elle s'accuse là? Bon ça, c'est de là se parler, c'est pas un miracle. Comment elle a pris cette photo? Attendez, ça ouais, je vois. Ça c'était moi quand je suis sorti plein de sang du truc. Comment? Marc, attendez, elle peut prendre des appareils photo avec elle dans son monde chelou? Je te... Ceux qui cherchent, il y a un cocktail qui s'appelle Bloody Mary. Que je sais faire. Bon, il tue, mais normalement je devrais pas trop avoir de problème.
They used to fear you.
Ouais. Non.
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Visiblement, ils ont des... Par contre, c'est inspiré d'une comtesse, hein, Bloody Mary, pour le coup, qui avait ce genre de... des balles en argent. Bien évidemment.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Qu'il est...
Ah, Bigby. I see
Vous
you
êtes-
here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to.
Ouais, mais non,
I
je
leave you
ne
in the
permets pas.
capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Je crois que c'était d'ailleurs, c'était Marie première, enfin en gros, c'était une...
Worse.
C'était une reine d'Angleterre, c'était pas une comtesse. Pourquoi j'ai dit comtesse? Moi non, c'est une reine.
Persuade him.
Wow. What a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned. Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Attendez, je peux comprendre qu'elle puisse se cacher dans les miroirs. Ça. Pas envie. Elle fait ça. Je veux bien qu'elle puisse se cacher dans les miroirs. Portrait.
Where are you? Come out and face me!
Il y a un truc qui est un peu problème, c'est que pour... Oula, on se calme. De fondre. Allez. Zinith me tend les bras. Ah, il s'est transformé. Mais pourquoi tu t'es transformé en tombant, espèce de... Par contre, je tue Bloody Mary, hein. Tu dors, tu dors, j'ai raconté des conneries. Le tordu, je le ramène. Mais Bloody Mary, elle va crever. Là, c'est pas vrai. Ah oui. Alors lui, il a pas de capacité et comme vous savez les grands ça a l'air pas cette fois, mais ils volent en morceaux. Voilà. J'aurais préféré qu'il y ait plus de sang quand même avec l'original. C'est l'original.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of special...
I won't miss next time.
Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things.
Oui, quoi.
Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community.
Tu veux dire comment t'as attaché
And
des
I'm sure
gens
Miss
et
White
tout.
would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree
Effectivement.
on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is
Je
just
suis tellement tenté de le
precaution.
tuer.
I'm sure you understand.
Vraiment. Mais en fait, m'a dit que si je le tue pas, il aura un sort pire que la mort. Et ça m'intéresse.
And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
Ouais, c'est ce que doivent
There's
se
still a
dire
lot
aussi pas
you
mal de
have to
marchands de mort.
answer for.
And
Je
I
vends les
think,
armes, c'est pas moi qui
as
tue.
long as you agree to
Techniquement,
my terms, because I'm
indirectement,
not saying another word until I'm
t'aides les
brought
gens à
before the
tuer.
community.
Donc, c'est une responsabilité de ce côté-là
I don't
aussi.
need
hein.
to belabor the point.
Peut-être que la
Just
responsabilité
so we're clear.
appartient à celui qui
If
tient
you
l'arme,
change your mind
mais il y a
and
aussi une
decide to
responsabilité
do
vis-à-vis de celui qui vend
something
l'arme.
stupid, you won't get your
Parce que sinon, ça
answers.
serait trop facile.
But you will have a difficult time
Ah oui.
explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things.
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders 2 of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going?
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Mais sinon, j'aimerais bien savoir comment est-ce qu'on utilise la roue pour des jeux sexuels, hein, si c'était juste de la torture. Ah. Oh le pauvre, j'ai pas fait bien. En fait, depuis le moment où Bigby s'est changé en loup, mon chaton était la couverture. Parce qu'en fait, le casque émet un son que vous n'entendez pas, mais que lui il entend. Si je retire mon casque, j'entends en vrai un peu. Lui là, il a surtout vu le monstre.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised.
Elle est pourquoi par contre elle est
Not that you did well, but that, you know. I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting
What do you have to say for
Murderer!
You killed Lily!
Where the fuck do you get
what about
off?
Faith?
You think you have the right to just do this to people? You're a fucking crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Allow me. Justice has already been dispatched. Bigby executed him.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Fine. Go right ahead.
Wait, that's not how this works. After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but only then.
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning, so cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've
Just
done.
give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We're going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
If you were so offended by it, why'd you cover it up then? If it had nothing to do with you and your shit, then why'd you try to protect him for so long?
What cover-up? I never made any attempt to hide Georgie's criminal activity from you. I learned of it myself
For
only
fuck's
recently.
sake. Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith. The way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith wanted
I'm sorry,
to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in line.
forget it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true?
Snow?
Don't blame Snow, she had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit. Georgie killed him.
Let me just make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course! Where are you going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
For fuck's sake, killing someone who's trying to kill you is hardly...
They were there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
Me? It was them! And who sent those two freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it internally.
Now, where have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch?
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I know...
The laws apply when we need them.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to
who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny. Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the—
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath?
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come here.
My dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up! You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily...
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed?
So we get rid of him.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
Look, I'm making the call.
Why should you?
He is the only officially appointed representative here.
Right. Bigby should decide.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to die.
We can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't be
what
serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right, do it. Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Let's just call it even.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
Listen, Snow, can we talk? I wanted to...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin. I'm going! Jesus!
We only have like 5 minutes.
Then carry me, for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit! You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit! Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so... if you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, 'cause when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah. You don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Bigby! Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? I don't know. He, must have run off. Bullshit!
Saying goodbye? Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Let me help you.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help. But this is just something I need to do on my own, okay? Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Nerissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Here.
Thank you. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me.
You like my ribbon?
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Bon après, le tordu est un psychopathe et un taré, c'est sûr. Mais c'est complètement, là j'avoue, les scénaristes, on est d'accord, je crois qu'on est tous d'accord pour dire, moi de toute manière, moi c'est mon avis, hein, je n'en démordrai pas, c'est le meilleur jeu de Telltale. Comme ça, en tout cas, en narratif comme ça. Je sais pas s'ils en ont fait d'autres types de jeux avant ou après, enfin avant plutôt. Mais en tout cas, c'est le meilleur, le suspense constant, des informations qui nous mènent finalement parfois à des fausses pistes, mais qui nous mènent finalement petit à petit sur la vraie piste. Mais au final, tout ça, c'était dont on n'aurait jamais douté, hein, parce que Hope, clairement, tu te dis, femme qui, voilà, qui allume ton cerveau, putain. Enfin, il est censé être allumé là, mon cerveau, vu l'illumination que je viens d'avoir. En gros, une fille dont on ne se doutait de rien nous a manipulé. D'habitude, on a pour habitude, par exemple, soit, je sais pas, par exemple, Oli, elle n'était pas vraiment très sympa avec nous au début. Elle mentait, etc. Voilà, oui. Le meurtre de tous ceux qui l'avaient emmerdé. C'est fou, putain, les scénaristes, ils ont fait un travail de malade. D'habitude, bon, il y a des films un peu majorité, avait tué Georgie. Il n'avait pas les avait ramené le cadavre vivant. Donc là, il l'a ramené vivant pour en faire Donc vous l'avez. Tu- balade. Un crapaud. Ça... Il faut que, et c'est la loi, elle est comme ça. Trop pas normal. Voilà. C'est vraiment anglais. Série de BD, je vous la conseille. C'est comme la série. Ouais, mais il ressemble pas à la BD. C'est un personnage. Hein. L'acteur qui est dans la série est aussi. Dis ça, je dis rien, hein, qu'elles sont... Il fait qu'il est important pour lui ce nom pratique. La loyauté de Marie, Bloody Mary, commence à travailler pour l'étendue il y a des siècles. Les fables. Blanc, la belle au bois dormant. Du haut level, hein. Fait très intéressant, ils ont plus ou moins repris ça dans Sleepy Hollow la série. Hein. En fait, c'est un Germain, normalement. Un Allemand. Jusqu'à la saison 2. À partir de la saison 3, t'as l'impression qu'ils ont commencé un peu à enchaîner les shots. Et à partir de la saison 4, ils ont dit allez, open bar, on y va, allez. Ils ont. Jamine qui. Mais c'est pas passé. Et puis l'intrigue, elle est. Mais. Fin de la saison 4. La rumeur veut que ce fantôme soit l'organisation d'un démon primordial dont les formes précédentes étaient celles de faites d'os humains et c'est qui décapite la mort. Devrait être mort, mais bon. Et ce stade là. Je vais dessus. Coup, oui, aussi.